Narrow is the path, and only one truth can be correct. I remember having this idea when I was in evangelicalism that I had the absolute truth, that I knew the correct path, and anything that deviated from that was destined for a fiery existence in eternity. And just looking at some simple facts post deconstruction and what goes on in this world, a conservative view that there's 200 different main denominations of Christianity, and that's extremely conservative. It's really just dealing with the major branches of Christianity: Catholicism, evangelicalism, Mormonism, Jehovah's Witness. And yes, I know that probably perks some ears to say, some of you out there, to say, them other ones are not Christian. They're deviants and misguided interpretations. Well, news for you, the people that you're claiming of that think the same way of you, that you don't have the truth. So what does it mean? All these different truths, at least a minimum of 200 and probably upwards of 40,000 different truths out there when you start taking all the sub-branches off the main religious branches, that everyone has this absolute truth, and we are correct. We are the right ones. We have it, and everyone else will fall short. Maybe they got it 95% correct, but that 5% could keep them out of heaven. Or when I grew up in Catholicism, I remember just thinking, all these other people out here playing drums and guitars and singing all this stuff and acting ridiculous and screaming and dancing, they ain't got it right. They're going to be in purgatory because they're not doing the commandments, and that's what gets you into heaven. And then becoming evangelical later and thinking, oh wow, they worship the Pope and that's their supreme deity, and that replaces God, and there's no way the Catholics are going to heaven either. They've got it completely wrong, and they're not true Christians in and of any sense of the order. So truth was very much dependent on which group I was in, which sector I was following. And honestly, if you're going to heaven, it probably depends more on luck. God's blessing to place you in just the right place, to be born in just the right town, to have moved to just the right city, to fall under just the right teacher to give you the truth and to hear it. I think more than anything, it just proves that it's just a game of manipulation and a shell game of sorts, pushing truth and everything around here. There are commonalities between all these faiths. Yes, commonalities between evangelicalism and Mormonism. Maybe that speaks to a greater truth out there, that it's all an explanation of things we didn't know beforehand, that we deviated from to make our own special truth to control.